Hello, loyal viewers of Days Drama Digest. Buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the heart of one of the most electrifying mysteries currently unfolding on Days of Our Lives. Our team at the Days Drama Digest channel is buzzing with speculation, and we're ready to pull back the curtain on a storyline that's been keeping us all on the edge of our seats: the true identity of Sophia Choi's biological father. Could this revelation be the key to unlocking the darkest corners of Sophia's past? Could it expose a trauma so profound that it's shaped her into the cunning, vengeful villain we see on screen today? Let's embark on this dramatic journey together and explore the shocking possibilities that could redefine everything we thought we knew about Sophia, her family, and the tangled web of secrets in Salem. A paternity puzzle that defies expectations. For weeks, the Days of Our Lives fandom has been gripped by the bombshell revelation that Sophia, the enigmatic and increasingly ruthless young woman, is not the biological daughter of Tate Black, as many had assumed. Our earlier predictions here at Days Drama Digest hit the mark when we boldly suggested that Tate wasn't the father, a theory that sent shockwaves through our community when it was confirmed. But now, the plot thickens. If Tate isn't Sophia's father, then who is? The show has kept this mystery tightly under wraps, dropping only cryptic hints that have left fans scrambling for answers. Today, we're putting on our detective hats and diving into the possibilities, and trust us, what we've uncovered is nothing short of jaw-dropping. The question of Sophia's paternity isn't just a matter of curiosity, it's a narrative linchpin that could unravel the very fabric of her character arc. Sophia has emerged as one of Salem's most compelling antagonists, a young woman whose schemes and manipulations have left a trail of broken hearts and shattered lives. But what drives her? Is it ambition? Revenge? Or something far darker, a wound so deep that it's twisted her into the villain we see today? At Days Drama Digest, we believe the answer lies in the identity of her biological father, a figure who has remained conspicuously absent from her storyline. Could this mysterious man hold the key to Sophia's pain, and could his identity expose a scandal that will leave Salem reeling? The shadow of Aaron, a red herring? One of the most popular fan theories circulating on social media and in our Days Drama Digest forums is that Aaron, a character with a complicated history in Salem, might be Sophia's father. After all, Aaron's connections to the Choi family and his murky past make him a plausible candidate. But we're here to throw a wrench into that theory. After careful consideration, we at Days Drama Digest are convinced that Aaron is not Sophia's father. The clues just don't add up. Aaron's interactions with Sophia have been minimal, and while he's no stranger to drama, there's no evidence of the kind of deep, personal connection that would suggest a father-daughter relationship. Moreover, the show's writers have a knack for planting red herrings to keep us guessing, and Aaron feels like a classic misdirection. His presence in Sophia's orbit seems more coincidental than consequential, a distraction from the real truth lurking in the shadows. So, if Aaron isn't the father, who is? The answer, we suspect, is far more sinister than anyone could have imagined. Brace yourselves, because this speculation takes us into uncharted territory, a place where secrets are buried beneath layers of pain and betrayal. A dark hypothesis: Sophia's hidden trauma. As we peel back the layers of Sophia's character, one thing becomes clear: her villainous behavior isn't just a plot device. It's a manifestation of something deeper, something broken. On screen, Sophia is a master manipulator, orchestrating chaos with a chilling precision that belies her youth. She's targeted key players in Salem with a ruthlessness that feels personal, as if she's settling a score no one else can see. But what if her actions are rooted in a trauma so horrific that it's shaped her entire worldview? At Days Drama Digest, we're proposing a theory that's as unsettling as it is compelling. Sophia may have been a victim of abuse at the hands of her biological father, a man whose identity has been deliberately obscured by those closest to her. This theory isn't just wild speculation, it's grounded in the patterns we've seen in Days of Our Lives over the years. The show has a long history of crafting complex villains whose darkness stems from past trauma. Think of characters like Kristen DiMera or Ben Weston, whose actions, while reprehensible, were often tied to the wounds they carried. Sophia fits this mold perfectly. Her calculated cruelty, her obsession with control, and her disdain for vulnerability all point to a young woman who's been hurt in ways we can't yet fully comprehend. Could her father be the source of that pain? And if so, why has his identity been kept secret for so long? The role of Amy Choi, a mother in the dark? At the center of this mystery is Amy Choi, Sophia's mother and a pivotal figure in her life. Amy has been portrayed as a loving, if somewhat distracted, parent, deeply involved in Sophia's upbringing, but seemingly oblivious to the darker currents running beneath her daughter's surface. On screen, Amy is a pillar of strength, a woman who's navigated her own share of challenges in Salem. Yet, when it comes to Sophia's father, Amy is conspicuously silent. Why? Does she know the truth and choose to hide it, or is she, too, in the dark about the man who fathered her daughter? One possibility is that Amy is protecting Sophia from a painful truth. Perhaps she knows, or suspects, that Sophia's father is someone whose identity would bring shame or danger to their family. Another, more troubling scenario is that Amy is unaware of the full extent of her daughter's suffering. If Sophia was abused by her father, it's possible that the trauma was hidden from Amy, either by Sophia herself or by the man responsible. This would explain Sophia's guarded nature and her reluctance to open up about her past. It would also add a layer of tragedy to Amy's character, a mother who loves her daughter fiercely, but has failed to see the wounds she carries. A father's absence, the key to Sophia's pain. The absence of Sophia's father in her storyline is no accident. Days of Our Lives thrives on secrets, and the show's writers have masterfully used this void to build suspense. But what if this absence isn't just a narrative choice? What if it's a clue to a much darker truth? We propose that Sophia's father is not just a distant figure, but a central player in her descent into villainy. His identity, when revealed, could be the catalyst for a seismic shift in the show's dynamics, exposing betrayals, cover-ups, and possibly even crimes that have been buried for years. One chilling possibility is that Sophia's father is someone we already know, a character who's been hiding in plain sight. Could it be a powerful figure in Salem, someone with influence and a dark side that's yet to be fully explored? Or perhaps it's a character from the past, someone who left Salem under mysterious circumstances and has now returned to haunt Sophia's present. The idea that Sophia's father might have abused her adds a layer of horror to this speculation. It would explain her mistrust, her need for control, and her relentless drive to destroy those around her. Victims of abuse often internalize their pain, and Sophia's villainy could be her way of reclaiming the power that was taken from her. The making of a villain, Sophia's transformation. To understand Sophia's journey, we need to look at her evolution on Days of Our Lives. When she first appeared, Sophia was a complex but relatable character, a young woman with dreams and vulnerabilities. But over time, something shifted. Her actions grew colder, her schemes more elaborate. She began targeting characters like Tate and others with a precision that suggested a personal vendetta. At Days Drama Digest, we've been tracking this transformation closely, and we believe it's tied to her unresolved trauma. Sophia's villainy is not random. Her plans to disrupt lives in Salem, whether through blackmail, manipulation, or outright sabotage, feel like a cry for justice, albeit a twisted one. If her father is indeed the source of her pain, then her actions could be an attempt to rewrite her past, to punish those who remind her of the powerlessness she once felt. This makes Sophia a tragic figure, a villain whose darkness is born not of evil but of survival. The revelation of her father's identity could be the moment when her walls come down, exposing the raw, wounded heart beneath her icy exterior. The ripple effects, how this revelation could change Salem. If our theory is correct, the unveiling of Sophia's father will send shockwaves through Salem. Imagine the fallout. Amy grappling with the guilt of not protecting her daughter, Tate confronting the reality that his connection to Sophia was built on a lie, and the residents of Salem reeling as they learn the truth about one of their own. The identity of Sophia's father could implicate other characters, exposing alliances and betrayals that have been hidden for years. It could also force Sophia to confront her own demons, potentially setting her on a path to redemption or pushing her further into darkness. At Days Drama Digest, we've seen how Days of Our Lives uses paternity scandals to drive its most unforgettable storylines. From the Brady family to the DeMoras, secrets about parentage have always been a catalyst for drama. Sophia's story feels like the next chapter in this tradition, a saga that will test the bonds of family, love, and loyalty in Salem. Will Sophia's father be a villain we've long despised, or could he be a beloved character whose dark side has been hidden until now? The possibilities are endless, and the anticipation is unbearable. What do you think? As we wrap up this deep dive into Sophia's paternity mystery, we want to hear from you, our Days Drama Digest community. Who do you think Sophia's father is? Do you believe she's been shaped by a traumatic past, or is her villainy driven by something else entirely? Could Amy be complicit in hiding the truth, or is she as much a victim as Sophia? Drop your theories in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. This storyline is far from over, and we can't wait to see how it unfolds. In the meantime, stay tuned to Days Drama Digest for more exclusive insights, predictions, and behind-the-scenes scoops on Days of Our Lives. Salem is a town built on secrets, and we're here to uncover them all. Until next time, keep watching, keep speculating, and brace yourselves for the drama that's yet to come.